Welcome to your first 30 days with your ankle and wrist weights. We have given you 30 free suggested exercises that you can do to get used to using them. There are two options, a low impact and a high energy version of exercises that you can choose from based on your level of fitness. So if you're coming back to exercise, maybe the low impact version is better. If you want to get a good burnout, high energy. Or even better, you can start in the low impact, get stronger, and then hit the high energy version. If you want more workouts, check the link below. This is just a quick demonstration on how I put my ankle weights on. You'll find that they're fully stretchy and adjustable with Velcro to keep them securely in place. You'll also find, if you feel, these are the weights, but then you've got one of these little lovely silicone ones so that if it's not adjusting to your exact size, you can take it off. All right, so I've taken mine off so that I'm able to make them fit my ankle. I'm going to wrap to my size, and that's it. We're all ready to go. This is your front and side combo using your wrist weights. Make sure they're securely on your wrists. You're going to stand shoulders wide, feet hip width apart. Raise your arm up and out to the side and down. Up out to the side and down. Up out to the side and down. This is a great low impact exercise to really strengthen and build those shoulders. Make sure that you don't hyperextend through this exercise. You want to keep it nice and level, making sure that your shoulders, when they reach the top, are nice and level. Squeeze, squeeze. Keep that core tight as well. We're going to work our whole body today. Squeeze, squeeze. Good job. This is your high knee march. You're going to put both wrists and ankle weights on for this one. Bring your hands up and level with your hips, and we're just going to tap our knees to our hands. Everyone is going to have a different hip mobility here, so if this is where you're comfortable, that's perfectly fine. All I ask is that you keep your core nice and tight, draw that tummy in. So we're really getting a nice full body workout here. If you can get those knees up, pump them through, and you're going to start to feel it. If you want to go faster, that's totally up to you. All right, keeping those hands level so we're working our arms at the same time. Great job. Squat thruster to arm press. Make sure that you have both your ankle and wrist weights on for this one. If you need to go grab a chair for that support for that squat, go ahead and grab that now. For everyone else, we're going to be squatting down and reaching up. Squatting down and reaching up. Making sure that our chest is nice and wide, nice and open. Make sure that your knees are not caving in. Keep that body nice and strong. If you can only sit halfway back into the squat, that's perfectly fine. You do what works for you. This is your reverse lunge to 2 arm circles. So we are going to step back, 1, 2, step forward, step back, 1, 2, step forward, 1, 2, step forward, keeping that core nice and tight. If you want to take out the arm circles and just do the reverse lunge, it's perfectly fine, up to you. Grab a chair if you need some support. Otherwise, stepping back, 1, 2, keep those arms nice and strong. This is your kneeling side plank with a crunch. So again, make sure that you've got ankle and wrist weights on, coming down into that kneeling side plank position, extending long through the legs, extending long through the arms. We're going to exhale on this crunch. Extend, extend, extend. Making sure that we're not dropping our hips down, we're squeezing tight. Big exhale, reaching. Good job. Once you're done, pop over to the other side, pop up into that kneeling plank, and get going on this side. This is your bird dog. You're going to come into this 4-point pillar position, making sure that you've got your wrist and ankle weights on, shoulders are in line with the wrists, knees are in line with the hips. We're going to extend opposite sides of the body. So that right arm is going to extend as we take that left leg back. Squeezing the core, hold it, 1, 2, and down. Raise up the other side, 1, 2, down. And down, making sure that you're keeping your back nice and straight. Neck is in neutral spine, looking down at the floor, protecting your neck. And breathe. This is your kneeling shoulder taps to plank punches. Making sure, again, wrist weights are on. You're going to come into this kneeling plank position. Take those knees slightly back. Core is tight, back is flat. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Work it up into a rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Pillar rainbows. You're going to get yourself into this 4-point position. Again, making sure that your ankle and wrist weights are on for this one. Shoulders in line with the wrists. Back is flat. Knees in line with the hips. We're going to be doing rainbows. So extend that right leg back. We're going up and over. Squeezing that glute. Keeping your core nice and tight. Tap, 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 tap. Once you've finished your allotted time, you're going to pop over to the other side. Extend that left leg back. Nice big rainbow, making your butt burn. Let's go. Donkey pulses. Make sure that you get your ankle weights on. Coming into this 4-point position. Shoulders are in line with the wrists. Tummy's tight. Back is flat. We're going to be isolating our butt muscles. So push your foot up towards the ceiling, nice and flat. Pulse, pulse. Squeeze it. Isolate that butt. You do not need to overextend. We don't need any naughty donkeys. Keep it nice and tighten your glute. Once you've finished the allotted time, we're going to pop over to the left side. And pulse, 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 pulse. You want to make sure that you're squeezing that butt cheek, keeping that core tight, back is flat. This is your dead bug. This movement requires a little bit of concentration. So we're going to roll slowly back, making sure our ankle and wrist weights are on. Exhale down to the floor. You're going to pop up your legs in a lovely tabletop position. This means I should be able to balance a cup of tea on your legs. Raising arms up. Now, you're going to take your right hand and your left foot, so opposites. This may require some practice. Keeping your core nice and tight. We're going to exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lovely deep breaths. Push that lower back into the floor. Don't let your back arch up. This is your C-sit with an overhead clap. Making sure that you've got your ankle and your wrist weights on for this one. We're going to exhale back into the C-sit position, meaning we're pushing our spine into a lovely C-curve. Core is tight. We're going to take our arms out, and as we extend our leg, we're clapping up overhead, down, clap, clap, point those toes, clap, clap, squeeze that leg, squeeze, squeeze. Keep your arms nice and tight as well. You don't want to just be flapping around, flailing, all right? Use your breath to help you. Swimmers, make sure that you've got your ankle and your wrist weights ready. We're keeping our head down, looking in neutral spine, raising up onto rib cage as much as possible. If it's painful, go and get a nice thick yoga mat, get a pillow to support you, all right? You also can take the arms out if necessary. For everybody else, we're raising up, arms are out in front, legs are up, and we are kicking. So squeezing in through the back, using your glutes, pointing toes, swimming, kick, 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 kick. For those that aren't using arms, you can keep them here, but get those legs kicking, get breathing, because it's gonna burn. All these exercises are high energy, so make sure that you are at the right fitness level to take part in these next exercises. There are no modifications, so if you find that you're struggling, please go and head over to our low impact exercises that are maybe better suited for you. This is your half burpee to reverse lunge. Make sure wrist and ankle weights are on securely. We're gonna jump up, jump back, jump in, down, down, jump up, shoot back, making sure back is nice and flat. Jump up, nice and high. This is your squat to front kick, making sure wrist and ankle weights are tight and secure. We're gonna squat down, squat, kick, squat, kick, making sure you're intentional with your kicks. Kick, kick, getting nice and deep in that squat. Butt is back, don't let those knees cave in. Core is tight, breathing through. This is your squat hold to a cross punch. Working our legs, make sure your wrist weights are secure. We're gonna sink down into that squat position and cross punch, keeping that chest up nice and high. Core is tight. Use your breath to help you. If it starts getting a little bit tough, come up for a little bit of a break, sink back down. This is your frog jumps. You want to make sure that you have your wrist and ankle weights tightly secured for this. Everyone is going to have a different level of depth that they can reach. You do what works for you. I can come right down and be comfortable here. If you're comfortable over here, then that's perfectly fine. But what's important here is your explosive energy. You want to touch down, jump, jump. Good frogs. Jump. Chest up nice and high. This is your power knee. It's a powerful exercise when done correctly. So making sure wrist and ankle weights tight and secure. Take that right foot back. Arms are up ahead, and this is all about power and speed. Use your breath to help you, squeezing those abs. Right side done. Switch over to the left straight away. This is your X jump, making sure wrists, ankle weights, tightly secured, a little bit of coordination needed here. I'll do it slow first and then speed it up. Standing in that X shape. Down, jump, down, jump. So an X across the body. Get that power, plyometric speed. Use your breath. This is your cross climber. A little bit like the mountain climber, but you're crossing your knees across the body. Make sure ankle and wrist weights are secure. Popping up into that perfect plank position across the body. The knee meets the elbow, or as close as you can get it. Run it in. This is the Heisman. Making sure wrists and ankle weights are tightly secured. You're going to be bringing your arms and your knees across your body. You want to exhale, All right, that's the technique, but we're gonna speed it up. Go as quick, as fast as you can. Use your breath to help you. This is your butterfly setup to 2 jabs. So we're taking our legs nice and wide in this butterfly wing position. We're gonna exhale, roll back. Make sure you got your wrist weights nice and secured. You're gonna use your arms for momentum. So big exhale up. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, and down. This is your bent leg jackknife. So making sure wrist and ankle weights are on, we're gonna roll back, bringing our legs into a tabletop position. Starting with our arms out, we're gonna bring them round and then extend. Bring them round and extend. If you can get lower in that position or lower your legs more without raising the hollow in your back, you go right ahead. This is your slow release push-up. So a negative rep that we're concentrating to build the same muscles as a full push-up would. All right, so you're gonna come up to this full push-up position. We're gonna take our time getting down to the floor. As slowly as you can, fully release your hands and push back up, slowly down. Release your hands and push back up, slowly down. Release those hands and start again. This is your lying leg up. Making sure that you're in this lovely streamlined position. Legs are stacked over each other. You can use your arms forward for support. Making sure your wrist weights are all ready to go. We're lifting up, down, squeeze, squeeze. Don't just flail your legs around. Nice flat foot at the end, squeeze, down, squeeze, down, squeeze, down. Once you've completed your reps, we're gonna quickly pop over to the other side, making sure we're in a nice long alignment. Squeeze, down, squeeze, down, squeeze, down. This is your bear crawl hold with leg extension. So make sure that your ankle weights are tightly secure. We're gonna pop up into this bear crawl position, which means our shoulders and wrists are aligned. Our knee and our hips are aligned. Our back is flat. Core is tight, and we're gonna be holding this hover position. All right, hovering above the floor. You're gonna step back and in, step back and in, step back and in, step back. Squeeze that butt. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Make it burn. After my workout, I simply just clip them together, pop them back in their breathable mesh bag so they stay nice and clean. Job done.